Hello everyone, Carson here, and in this video, I'm gonna be solving Wordle number 1299 and New York Times Hard Sudoku for January 8th, 2025. So let's get this video started with Wordle number 1299. I'm gonna start with the word molar. Alright, got the A and R yellow, so these two letters go somewhere else in this word. It could easily be ARE ending. For example, stare or spare. Doesn't have to be like that. It could be a double consonant involving R, something like craft or crane. Let's try train, because I feel like these letters are quite decent. So let's go with that. Okay, placed the R and A. And I also know that T also goes into this word. So it could be FT ending. It could be TH ending, but less likely. Wrath is one of those. Is it spelled like that? Forgot. But if the word ends in FT, then we've got draft and craft. Let's try craft. Alright, then let's try draft. Damn, that is today's Wordle answer. Alright, got a 50-50 wrong, which is kinda unfortunate, but, guessing it in 4 tries isn't bad at all, so I'll actually take that. Yeah, there were lots of possible combinations, um, that I considered before making my second guess. But luckily, I did manage to place the RNA. That part was lucky, and then the next word, I guess, either craft or draft, got the 50-50 wrong. But again, at the end, I still got a decent result. Got today's Wordle answer draft in 4 tries. I'll take that. Not bad. Alright, so this is Wordle number 1299. Guess today's Wordle answer draft in 4 tries. Let's now move on to New York Times Sudoku. Today is January 8th, 2025, and let's start the hard difficulty Sudoku for today. See that these twos point right, so force the digit 2 into this cell in block 3. These ones point down, and this cell sees another 1, so in block 7, the digit 1 is forced into this cell. And 1 in block 8 is forced into one of these two cells. These 8s point right, and these 8s point up. This 7 points down, and this 7 points right. So in block 9, the digit 7 is forced into row 8, and then 7's here with this 7 points left. And these 7's point up. 7 in block 6 is forced into one of these two cells. These 9's force the digit 9 into one of these two cells in block 6. And these 4's point up where this cell sees another 4. Okay, these 6's force the digit 6 into this cell in block 8. In block 3, the digit 6 is forced into row 1, so 6 is here and this 6 points left. Let's look at row 3. In row 3, the missing digits are 3, 6, 8, and 9. These two cells see 6 and this cell sees 8. So this is 3, 9, 3, 8, 9. And over here, this cell sees 8 and this cell sees 3 and 8. So this is 3, 6, 9, and 6, 9. So these are the possibilities. Oh, then 8 has to go into this cell. As you can see, in row 3, 8 is a missing digit, so it has to go somewhere. But cannot go into these 3 open cells, because they see another 8. So in row 3, the digit 8 is forced into this cell. And then 8 in block 5 is forced into this cell. Okay, after I place the 6, 1 in block 8 is forced into this cell. Now this one points right and this one points up. So in block 5, the digit 1 is forced into column 5, and then these ones point up. These two cells form a 1-7 pair. As you can see in block 2, the digits 1 and 7 are missing. These 1s and 7s force both 1 and 7 into these two cells only. So in order to fit both 1 and 7 into block 2, I have to make these two cells reserved for 1 and 7. So this 1-7 pair eliminates all other digits from these two cells, which makes the other 3 open cells in block 2 a 3, 4, 9 triple. This cell sees 9, so it's 3 or 4, and this is 3, 4, 9. And this 1-7 pair also works for column 4 because it lines up in the same column. So this 1-7 pair makes the other 3 open cells in column 4 contain 3, 4, and 9 as well. So quite a coincidence that they are the same. This cell sees 3, so it's 4, 9. 3, 4, 9, and this cell sees 9, so it's 3 or 4. So both block 2 and column 4, there is a 3, 4, 9 triple formed after finding the 1-7 pair. Okay, so in row 8, 9 is a missing digit. These 3 cells see 9, but 9 still has to go somewhere in this row because it's missing. So in row 8, the digit 9 is forced into this cell, leaving a 2-5-7 triple in block 7. This cell sees 7, so it's 2, 5. This cell sees 2, so it's 5, 7. And now in row 8, the missing digits are 2, 5, and 7. So this cell sees 7, it's 2 or 5 only, 2, 5, 7. This cell sees 2, so it's 5, 7 only. This 2, 5, 7 triple makes the other 3 open cells in block 9 a 3, 4, 8 triple. This cell sees 3 and 4. So this cell must be an 8, making the other 2 cells a 3, 4 pair. The digit 8 in block 6 is forced into one of these 2 cells. Oh, there is a 3, 4 pair in row 5. Oh, sorry, row 9. Okay, sorry. Um, in row 9, there's a 3, 4 pair. And I accidentally said 5 because 5 is a missing digit of row 9. So my brain messed up a bit. But, apologies. I'll say it the right way this time. In row 9, we have a 3, 4 pair. Because, both of these 2 cells can only contain 3 and 4. Which makes the other 2 cells a 2, 5 pair. Okay, it's the cell, I think. Yeah, it is. So I was just looking at the missing digits of column 8. I was thinking about the missing digits, and this cell is key. For easier explanation, I'm gonna use this method. But of course, if you want to solve Sudokus efficiently, then you gotta look for more restricted rows or columns, but here's how I'll explain it. I'll first mark down 1 through 9 in this cell, eliminate the digits that this cell cannot contain one by one. So this cell sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the only digit that this cell does not see is 5. And in Sudoku, the rule is that we cannot leave cells empty. We cannot have empty cells towards the end. So in order to avoid empty cells, I must fit one digit into every cell. And if this cell cannot contain 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and that 5 is the only possible digit into this cell, then I have to make this a 5. Because it can't be anything else. It can only be a 5. If I don't put a 5 into this cell, it would end up being empty, and that's no good. It'll break the Sudoku. So for that reason, in order to avoid empty cells, I must make this a 5. Because it's the only possible digit which goes into the cell. Okay, so this means that the other 4 open cells in the column contain 2, 6, 7, and 9, and the same thing goes here. This cell sees 2, 7, and 9. So 2, 7, and 9 go down here, which makes this a 6. Because this is literally the only digit that this cell does not see. You can double check it. This cell sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9. So it can only be a 6. Which leaves a 2, 7, 9 triple in the column. But this cell sees 2 and 7. So it must be a 9. Yeah, leaving behind a 2, 7 pair. This 9 points left and this 9 points up. So in block 4, the digit 9 is forced into row 5. And then 9 in block 5 is forced into one of these 2 cells. In block 3, the missing digits are 1, 3, and 8. 1, 3, 8, 1, 3, 8, and 1, 3, 8 as well. Oh, it's this cell. Okay, I was just looking at column 2. I was thinking about the missing digits, and this cell is literally the same concept as how I placed the 5 and 6 over here. So this cell sees 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the only digit that the cell does not see is 4. So in order to avoid empty cells, I must make this a 4. Because 4 is literally the only possible digit which can go into this cell. Again, it sees 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So it can only be a 4. If I don't put a 4 in the cell, then the cell would not have any digit. Like, the Sudoku puzzle would be broken. So I have to put a 4 in order to avoid empty cells. Which makes this 3, this a 9, and this a 4 to complete, well, most of block 2. We still have the pair over here. Okay, 3 is eliminated from the cell. Okay, after I place this 9, I can complete row 3 by placing 6 and 3 like this. Okay, the digit 3 in block 4 is forced into this cell. And then 3 in block 5 is forced into this cell. the digit 6 in block 4 is forced into one of these two cells. Okay, let's mark down the missing digits of block 4. There are 4 open cells, so 4 missing digits. I've marked down the 6s and 9s. So 2 goes into one of these two cells, and I've still got the 5, which I think is possible to go in all 4 cells for now. Okay. And in block 1, 5, 7, 8, and 9 are the missing digits. 9 is forced into one of these two cells. 8's here. We've also got the 5 and 7. This cell sees a 7, so it's 5 or 9 only. I'll just mark down 5 and 7's here then. Now in column 6, the missing digits are 2, 5, and 9. 2, 5, 9, and this cell sees 2, so it's 5 or 9 only. We nearly have something going on. This cell now sees a 9. Okay, so earlier I found out that in block 4, the digit 9 is forced into row 5. So we've got 9s here, pointing. So actually this cell cannot be a 9. Oh, okay. In block 5, the digit 9 is forced into this cell, which makes this 5, and leaving behind 2 and 9 down here, but this also sees 9. So 2 and 9 like this. This cell now sees 2, so it must be a 5, which makes this 7. This a 2, which makes this a 5. 5 cannot go into these two cells. Okay, the missing digits of column 3 are 7 and 8, meaning that the other two open cells in block 1 contain 5 and 9. Oh, but this cell also sees 5. So actually, in block 1, the digit 5 is forced into this cell, which makes this a 9, which makes this a 2, and 6 and 9 like this. Okay. Wow, just got almost the whole of the leftmost 3 columns complete. Almost. This 3-4 pair makes this cell a 5. Alright, now for column 5, the missing digits are 1, 4, and 6. This cell sees 4 and 6, so it can only be a 1, leaving behind a 4-6 pair. And in row 6, 5 and 8 are the missing digits. In row 4, the missing digits are 2, 4, and 6. This cell sees 2 and 6, so it can only be a 4. And then this also sees 2, so 2 and 6 this way, which makes this 4. These 3 cells, this cell now cannot contain 2, so for column 8, I can complete it by placing 7 and 2 this way, which makes this 5, 7. These 2 cells are for 1 and 6, but this cell sees 6, so 1 and 6 this way. Okay, where's the breakthrough? This 4. This 4 eliminates 4 from this cell, making this a 3, 4, 3, 4, 8, 1, 1, 7, 7, 8, 3, and the Sudoku puzzle is complete. Alright, I finished today's New York Times Hard Sudoku in a bit under 17 minutes, so I would say this Sudoku puzzle is, I would say, around the right difficulty. The optimal difficulty. But to me, of course, it's mostly straightforward because I've been solving hard Sudokus for a really long time. It also comes with experience, of course. I'll go over the key spots as a quick summary. So, There are definitely some important pairs of triples for you to spot, such as the 1-7 pair in block 2. I feel like that helped quite a bit, because after placing this 8, there was the 1-7 pair here, which formed a 3-4-9 triple in block 2, and another 3-4-9 triple in column 4. I don't really remember if there are any other pairs of triples, maybe the 2-5-7 and the 3-4, well, 2-5-7 triple and the 3-4 pair in block 9, but that's kind of filling in the missing digits, so I'm not sure if that should be considered or not, but other than pairs of triples, some naked singles in the Sudoku puzzle were also quite key. For example, this 5 over here. In block 3, this cell, where I've put a 5 in there, this cell saw every other digit. It could not be any other digit apart from 5, because it saw every other digit. It could only be a 5. So I have to make this a 5 to avoid empty cells. So this 5 at the intersection of row 2 and column 8. So this 5 was a single. Same thing applied for this 6. And then over here, the 4, basically the same concept. So this 4, it could only be a 4 because this cell saw every other digit. So I had to make this a 4 to avoid empty cells. This 4 in block 1 at the intersection of row 2 and column 2. So yeah, pairs and triples, some naked singles around. These basically made up the key spots of the Sudoku puzzle. Hopefully I've went over everything, and if you have any other questions or difficulties, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll be glad to reply you. Hopefully this video helped. Today is January 8th, 2025. In this video, I've solved Wordle number 1299 and New York Times Hard Sudoku for today. See you all next time. Bye!